People, my name is Shoquafina. I'm your coach of the Lake Huron Lanturns here in week 6 of the GPL, and welcome to our battle video against Dada Habib and his team, the New Hampshire Nidokings. If you guys are excited for this video, please leave a like down below and subscribe to be notified when future battles and team builders come out for all the leagues that I'm in. So, we see his team here. As I stated in my team builder, which there will be a link to down below, the Volcanion and the Megalopunny were a must for him. Also from his team, we can see that he has 2 forms of rocks with the Clefable and the Sandslash. So either of them, I'm guessing probably the Sandslash right off the bat here is going to have it. Also, Sandslash with the Rapid Spin is his only form of hazard removal, so that's good to note as well. He brings the Azelf, which is a little bit surprising to me. I didn't really see that coming. And also the Haxorus was probably a good bring on his part as well. But we have things to deal with that, so I'm not too worried about it. Let's just hop right into here. I said in my team builder that my Crobat is my dedicated lead, my Choice Banded Crobat, and there it is. He brings out his Sandslash there. I go for the U-turn just to get some initiative, some priority, as he actually predicted the U-turn and goes for the Earthquake, doing a good amount of damage to my Vaporeon. So good prediction there. And I think he's going to switch out, so I just go for the Toxic, but he must have predicted that again, and Toxic me. So we trade Toxics there, which is absolutely fine, but I know he has to switch out here 100%. He's not going to want to stay in on a Scald. So I just go for the Wish here, predicting the Volcanion to come in to absorb that Scald. He actually switches into the Clefable. So I just go for the Wish there, and I'm going to go ahead and hard switch into my Heatran, because Heatran is a switch in all day to this Clefable. It does not want to deal with GPL's Reckoning here. As he sets up rocks, I decide to set mine up as well, and he just goes for the Heal Bell there to get the Toxic off of the Sandslash. So we see this is 1,000,000% a support Clefable, which is good for me. I don't want it setting up after my Heatran goes down. So Flash Cannon does over half there, and I decided to switch here just in case this thing is EV'd outspeed me. I go right out into my Crobat here because I know he can't touch me with an Earthquake, and he actually switches out as well. So we know we're faster since we switched it out first. So that's good. This is a pretty good matchup for us. We see that Choice Banded Brave Bird does a tremendous amount of damage to the Volcanion. He actually misses the Steam Eruption here as well. So that Steam Eruption miss actually mattered a lot, guys. And you're going to see why here in just a second. But he obviously does not want to lose his Volcanion here, so he's going to switch. And I decided to keep the pressure up with my Crobat and just keep going for Brave Birds. Because I'm Choice Banded, I can't U-turn out even if I wanted to. So I'm going to go ahead and Brave Bird here and knock out his only form of hazard removal. Those rocks are here to stay. Volcanion dies upon the rock switch in. And he goes into Clefable here, so it takes damage from rocks, so we know that that's not the problem. Or that's not the, it has magic. Or it doesn't have Magic Guard. I'm tripping on my words, guys. But he goes for Healing Wish, actually, and goes into the Volcanion, which takes Stealth Rock damage again. I'm guessing that he went for Healing Wish expecting me to knock myself out with Recoil, but that's not what happened. Because now I can just Brave Bird again, and this thing will be in the same exact position as it was before. So he has to pretty much sack something off here to a Choice Banded Brave Bird from Crobat, because I made sure I outsped everything on his team, even a lot of Scarfers that he could have brought. So this thing's going to hit anything it wants. The Volcanion is going to take a tremendous amount of damage if it chooses to stay in. Plus, I have Fake Out Hitmonlee in the back, which will be able to obviously get priority on this thing and knock it out. And since Volcanion isn't very fast, I can do a good amount of damage to it with pretty much anything on my team. So, yeah, he's going to have to switch out or lose his Volcanion, basically. He decides to switch out into his Azelf, and this thing just goes down to a Brave Bird. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So Pinky here just ripping through a good half of his team. Tremendous work by Crobat there. Couldn't be happier. So since we trade, we have to both send him out. I decided to go into my PD because I can outspeed anything after a speed boost. And he goes out into his Haxorus. Now the Calc I looked at said that Megahorn had a good chance to kill. That brings him down to 8%. And even if it really didn't have a chance to kill, I figured Megahorn was my best play because I didn't want him to get a free Dragon Dance off. So just gift the damage on there. If he has Life Orb, he'll knock himself out to Life Orb. If I lose PD, it's not the end of the world because I'm still up on him 4-2 at that point after both of these go down. So I go for the Megahorn. Worst case scenario is we trade here. He goes for the Dragon Claw, and that is absolutely what happens. We trade Pokemon, and I'll take that trade all day because I do not want this thing setting up on me at all. So he goes out to Volcanion again. This thing's going to go to about half thanks to rocks, and I go into my Vaporeon on the trade. He goes for Earth Power here. You see that only does about a quarter of my health. I just go for the Wish to get all my health back. And since I know his best move to hit me with is Earth Power, I just take another one, and I just go for an HP Electric here, which does a great amount of damage. I think that was a low roll because unless his set's kind of weird and special defensive, but I actually made this Vaporeon to possibly 2-hit KO with the Volcanion with HP Electric. So either that was a low roll or he has some special defense investment. So we get our health back here, which means we can take another Earth Power plus Toxic if we choose to, which we do. I just decided to go for a Wish here. And see, Toxic brings me down here, so I can't take another Earth Power. But that really wasn't my play to begin with. My play here is to Wish up and then switch into our Altaria, so he can take the hit, whatever hit he wants to give me, and also take Rocks damage and go back up to full. If he goes for another Earth Power here to hit my Vaporeon with, that's fine because it misses our Altaria anyway because he's Flying type until Mega Evolution. But he decided to switch out to his Lopunny, which is fine by me, which means Volcanion just goes down to as a sack later on to Rocks. We both decide to Mega Evolve here. I'm at full health, he's at 88%, and there's the Fake Out there. You can see how little it does because I am the King DDD set. I am max physical defense. As he goes out into his Volcanion here and just sacks it off. So that leads me to believe he's going to go for another Fake Out for damage. That would make the most sense to me. Bring me down to 70%. Give it a possibility of a crit from like return to knock me out. I don't want to risk that, so I actually go out into my Hitmonlee here because I can take the Fake Out and then fake him out next turn and then have the Unburden boost and then knock him out with a close combat. That's my play right there. I didn't want to risk losing my Mega Altaria. I just want to have it in the back just in case. He can't use Fake Out anymore, so he has to hit me with a return. But he actually just goes straight up the return here, skips the Fake Out. I don't know if I agree with that, to be honest, but if you saw the switch into Hitmonlee coming, then the return was the proper play. But Hitmonlee goes down, doesn't clean up like I was hoping it would. I just go back into Mega Altaria because I know I can eat the return now, which I do. He actually does get a crit, and it only does just over half. There's the Hyper Voice. I'm not actually King DDD, I'm just max physical defense special. I don't know why I said King DDD earlier, but yeah, we're able to pick up a big 3-0 victory over Dada Habib here. Crobat coming in real clutch, taking out a good half of his team, almost taking out the Volcanion at one point. So yeah, I was really happy that Crobat put in a lot of work there. Hitmonlee almost cleaned up there against the Lopunny, but he went for the return instead, which was a good play on his part. So yeah, good game overall. I felt really happy how I played this game. I feel like I'm getting a lot better, just team prep and in battle. So that's time for things to come. After this battle, I believe I'm at 4-2. So I'm in second place right now in the GPL and pushing for first. We want first place, guys. Not bad for starting 0-2. We got 4 wins in a row. Looking to make it 5-2 next week against Shattered Simisear and the Tampa Bay Rayquazas. So yeah, let's get pumped for that, guys. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. My name's Shoquafina. I'm the coach of your Lake Huron Lanturns, and I'm out.